Hello everyone! So it's a Friday night and I thought I'd film a nice impromptu video for you all. I was feeling rather spontaneous and I thought, why not? I mean, it was only last night that we found out that Bobby Beale has actually killed Lucy, so anything could happen. I've been pretty busy so far in 2015, which is why it's taken me almost 2 months to film my first video. This year started off the same way, unfortunately, it has for the past 4 or 5 years, with the joy that is January exams. And this year I had 4 exams in January. I had 2 that were related to hormones, I had 1 that was to do with climate change, and 1 that was microbiology, which is my favourite field of biology. And I think they went okay, but I've not received my results yet, so I'm not 100% sure. And apart from exams, I've also been working on my final year project, which is a follow-on from my literature review, which I completed last semester, and that was on antibiotic resistance. I will actually be going back to my 6th form in a couple of weeks' time, and I'm going to do some workshops there with A2 students. And apart from university related stuff, quite a lot of other stuff has been going on as well. I've actually joined the gym, which I know probably isn't a big deal for a lot of people, but for me it is, because it's probably the first proper form of exercise I've had since doing PE in secondary school. H&M and Primark have got some really good workout stuff in, and it's so cheap compared to the major labels such as Adidas, Nike, however you pronounce them. I've just looking at my running tights because they're over there, but I can't bother going to get them. They're only £15 from H&M. That's like half of the price of most of the Adidas ones that I saw. But I must admit that I think it's okay to not spend as much on like tops and pants for working out, but I think like shoes, you have to get proper shoes, because especially if you're doing like a lot of cardio like I am, like I'm always on the treadmill and stuff. Why do I always get an itchy nose when I'm filming? It must be like, might be to do with the camera or something, like I don't know what it is. But anyway, so I bought some really good Adidas running trainers a couple of years ago when I was being optimistic, and I thought, yeah, I'd take up outdoor running, and I went to the local park a few times. But with all of the horrific events that have been happening recently, you just don't feel safe going out in the park and working out and stuff, especially like I tend to listen to music when I'm working out, so I just would not hear a thing. I'm not going to be one of those people that just go on and on about the fact that they've been to the gym and take gym selfies, and no, I won't stoop to that level. But I must admit that if you're feeling a bit low and stuff, then exercise, whether you want to join the gym or whether you just want to like do some workout at home using a DVD or some equipment that you might have, then I'd say go for it, because you get such a buzz. Well, I do anyway, and I've talked to a few friends about it as well who have been like swimming and also to the gym, and they feel the same. You just get such a buzz after going to the gym, and it is really great stress relief, and you don't get that sort of buzz from eating a bar of chocolate, trust me. I've also just realised that I don't think in my last video I actually mentioned probably the biggest news in the last few months of last year, which was that Andy Murray got engaged. Like, finally, he finally proposed, and the wedding is going to be on the 11th of April apparently. But this is Andy, and as we all know, he is very private, so we'll just have to wait and see. It might be a red herring to keep the press away, but I'm not sure. All I know is that I'm really looking forward to it, and I have to admit, Kim's explicit content sweatshirt at the Australian Open was just genius. She has such a great sense of humour. I'm like not even surprised that they make such a fantastic couple, because both of them have such a brilliant sense of humour. And apart from that, I'm not sure whether some of you have seen my videos that I did for Parkinson's Awareness Week last year, or have read my blog post. But for those of you who aren't aware, my mum suffers from Parkinson's disease and has done so for about 10 years. And last year I kind of took the initiative for Parkinson's Awareness Week, which is the largest event run by Parkinson's UK, and it's like an annual event where, you know, the charity just wants to raise as much awareness and funds as possible for Parkinson's research and making the lives of people who have it better by providing nurses and lots of other like support through local groups and their like helpline and stuff. So last year I thought, when my mum was diagnosed first, we didn't receive much information about it, and I thought there must be other people out there in a similar situation, so I just wanted to help those people out, and even if it was just one person. And then I think a few so that was last March, April that I kind of thought about doing that, and I did it. And then I was contacted by the charity to help them make a couple of DVDs, and I helped them with one which focuses on how Parkinson's affects South Asian communities, and the other one which was about young carers. In November, when I was writing my literature review, I actually was interviewed to be on the cover of the Parkinson, which I have here, and it's, you know, it's pretty crazy to say the least. I think there's a lot that I want to achieve out of life, but being on the cover of a magazine was something that I never imagined, but to actually do it for such a great cause is an absolute honour. So yeah, and apart from that, I've also received some fantastic news this week, and I could not believe it when I came home on Monday and saw the letter that yet again this year I am going to Wimbledon. And this year I'll be going on the second Saturday, which I must admit I am relieved about. Not only the fact that I've actually had the opportunity to go 2 years in a row, that both years that I've applied I managed to get tickets. Like, I still can't believe it. I still feel like someone's, you know, playing a prank on me, because I think the average number of applicants per like space is 4, or it could be 5, so I don't even know what the odds are of me managing to get tickets 2 years in a row, but I'm pretty sure they're quite low, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I must admit that I am, like I said, very relieved that it will be on a Saturday, because I'll either be graduating the week before I go, or the week after, so I was worried that I'd get tickets and it'd be on the same day as my graduation. That's if I graduate, that's if I pass my exams and everything, but hopefully I will and I'll be able to graduate. But I was just worried that I'd have to just miss not going to Wimbledon for my graduation, unless I could somehow get Andy Murray to give me my like degree certificate, which would be amazing, but I don't think that could happen unfortunately. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and it will be a few days before my 21st birthday, so that again is the ultimate present. And this year I'm not going to be silly, and I will actually wear sunscreen on my nose because it got pretty badly burnt last time. I thought I was being all clever and saying no, I'm not going to wear sunscreen, I have an oily T-zone, but boy did I learn my lesson, and I will definitely be wearing sunscreen. I might wear a sun hat. Like, I'm taking every precaution this year not to get sunburnt, because if I am graduating the week after, I do not want to look like a mess in those photos. So like I said at the beginning of this video, it has been a while since I filmed my last one, and I'm not going to make any promises on how often I'll be able to upload, because, you know, the final months of my degree will be mad busy, and the only reason I'm sat here now is because I was just feeling, you know, like in the mood to film. And this always seems to happen on a Friday night. Like, I think my What's in My Bag video happened on a Friday night. I just feel like if I ever did go into the routine of uploading videos on a weekly basis or whatever, it would probably be a Friday night. I don't know what my next video will be or when it will be about, but until next time, take care, and hopefully I will see you all soon. Bye!